So you're talking a little bit about what's been going on a lot lately, it seems. What message are you sending to the public today?
The message I'm sending is, this city has realized unprecedented reductions in violence over the past 10 years. Last year we were at our all-time low with regard to violent crime. I'm not panicking. We're 24 violent crimes more right now than we were at this period last year. But I want to ensure and be public about the fact that that there is no tolerance level for violent crime. There is no bottom. This department sees no bottom, and I don't want the community to sense that there is some bottom where violent crime is acceptable in this city.
Obviously yesterday evening, news of a 5-year-old being shot. What's the latest on that, on the efforts in that investigation?
We are continuing with that investigation, but that's another reason I'm here. Not only did a 5-year-old get shot yesterday, but a 7-year-old was shot 2 months ago in this city. Both of them not intentionally, but both of them by folks who indiscriminately fired where there were multiple people present. Violence in itself is intolerable, but violence directed at the innocent is even more intolerable, if that can be. So I am terribly concerned that we have not received in either of those an outcry from the community that caused us to make not an arrest, but an immediate arrest.
Yesterday you said, we want to put pressure on who's doing this. Can you speak more to what you mean by that?
Pressure for me is two things. Every chief of police in this country has a limited amount of resource, a limited amount of discretionary resource to use. For me, pressure is presence and focus. Presence in the communities where this occurred, focus in the communities where this occurred, and presence and focus in the communities where we develop suspects. If I were a lawbreaker in those communities, if I were one who committed crimes in those communities, I would be significantly concerned about the pressure I'm going to apply. If I were a good citizen in those communities, I would expect that the presence part of it will be what they see, not the focused part of it.
Anything changed?
But I do need to generate information with regard to crime, not just these two crimes. And again, we have done that. The community has been extraordinarily responsive over the past 10 years in decreasing violent crime in this city. I just do not want to get a sense that we have acquiesced to a bottom. There is no bottom. It needs to keep going down.
Any change going forward? I mean, you talk about the pressure, but in light of recent events, anything a little bit different people can expect?
No, I think we're going to do what we do, but do what we do with more focus and more intent, and engage our community. This is not about disengaging with the community. This is about engaging with the community. On May 31st, I will be engaging the whole East End community at the Martin Luther King Middle School in a community training event where we hear the community's concerns, and act with the community to solve those concerns. So this is not about disengagement. This is truly about engagement.
You were on the ground yesterday as soon as this shooting happened with the child. What sense did you get? What kind of feel did you get last night?
I'm not sure of the feel I got last night, but by the time we establish a crime scene, most folks are gone. So there is no real sense of feel. It's only the initial officers that get a feel for what's going on. But the truth is, with all of those people present, no one has come forward to specifically identify a suspect and be willing to back that up with testimony. And that troubles me.
There was an incident at a bar last night, Buffalo Wild Wings, I think. And I know several agencies responded. Can you tell me about what happened?
That's a little detail.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a chief of police. We may be able to get you something here from one of our other officers.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Anything else?
You talk a
You
little.
want me to get angrier?
You talk a little bit about if I were a lawbreaker, in a certain communities. I mean, what kinds of things can you do at this point to turn up the heat and to get people's attention, because clearly you feel like you haven't gotten people's
We will
attention.
identify those people that are wanted in these communities for other crimes. We will be a presence that detects crime. And that's the kind of focus I'm talking about.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Thank you all.